Right now, you're standing at the edge of the cliff. Most people, 99% to be exact, will turn around and walk away in the next 30 days. But if you're watching this, I'm betting you don't want to be one of them. It happens in every gym, every business startup, and every YouTube channel. There's a specific, measurable death zone where the initial excitement vanishes and the results haven't even shown up yet. It's the moment where your brain starts lying to you, telling you that it's just not working. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify this stage before it kills your progress, the biological reason your brain wants you to quit, and the one switch used by the top 1% to push through when everyone else misses you. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I've spent almost the last decade studying high performance habits and the psychology of persistence. We've all been there. Day one is amazing. You've got the new shoes, the new software, the big dreams, right? But by day 20, that new project smell, it's gone. You're tired, you're bored. This is what Seth Godin calls the dip, and it's the most dangerous place on earth for your goals. Today, we're going to map out the 3 stages of every journey so you can survive the one that matters the most. Stage 1 is what psychologists call uninformed optimism. This is the honeymoon phase, right? You've decided to start a side hustle or get a six-pack. Your brain is flooded with dopamine just by thinking about the end result, right? But here's the problem. You're excited because you don't even know yet how hard it's gonna be. Let's say, have you ever bought a course or a book and felt like you already achieved the goal just by owning it, right? Like, that's the trap. The 99% live for this stage, right? They are starting junkies. They love the first week, but as soon as the dopamine wears off, what happens? They look for that new thing. To beat this, you have to stop valuing your feelings on day 1 and start valuing your systems for day 60. Now, we hit the meat of the video, okay? Informed pessimism, or as I like to call it, the valley of despair. This is the stage where 99% of people quit. The new has worn off. You realize that learning to code, let's say, is actually tedious. You realize that losing weight means being hungry sometimes. You're putting in the work, but the scale isn't moving and your bank account looks the same. In the valley, your brain starts a process called cognitive justification. It tells you, maybe this isn't my passion. The market is just too saturated. I'll start again when I have more time. But I want you to listen closely. Those aren't facts. Those are survival mechanisms. Your brain is trying to save energy because it doesn't see an immediate return on the investment. But here's where it gets interesting. How do the 1% survive that valley? They don't rely on grind or hustle. They use what's called the 48-hour rule. Most people quit because they look at the mountain and get overwhelmed. The 1% though, they narrow their horizon. When you feel the urge to quit, you're allowed to, but not today. You have to wait 48 hours. During those 48 hours, you must perform the bare minimum of your habit. If it's the gym, just go and walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. If it's writing, just write 1 paragraph, right? What happens? You break the emotional peak of the frustration wave. Most quitting happens in an emotional spike. If you can force yourself to bridge just 2 days of minimum viable effort, the logic centers of your brain kicks in. There's a massive lag effect in life. Your current life is a result of your actions from 6 months ago. This is the psychological reason for the 99% quitting rate. We are biologically wired for linear input and output. If I pick an apple, I have an apple, right? But success is compounded. You do the work for months with 0 results, and then you hit 100% of the results in the final 10% of that time. Think of an ice cube. In a room that's 20 degrees, you turn it up to 21, 22, 23, nothing happens. 30, nothing. 31, nothing. Then at 32 degrees, all of a sudden what happens? It starts to melt. The person who quit at 31 degrees thinks they failed. They didn't fail. They just didn't stay for the phase shift. You aren't failing. You're just heating up the room. If there's one thing I want you to tattoo on your brain from this video, it's this. The pain of the valley is actually the sound of the competition falling behind you. When it gets hard, when it gets boring, when you feel like quitting, that is the exact moment you are finally separating yourself from the 99%. Every day you continue when you don't want to, you're mathematically increasing your rarity. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being not finished when everyone else is. If you're currently in the valley, if you've been feeling that itch to give up on your goal, I want you to leave a comment below saying not today. Seriously, like claim it. It sounds simple, but public accountability changes the psychology of the habit. And if you're serious about not being part of the 99%, then subscribe, because this channel is for the people who don't quit when it gets boring. And if you want to know how I stay consistent even during these tough stages, check out this video right here where I break down my boring yet effective technique that guarantees you stay consistent every day, no matter how you feel. Don't be the 99%. I'll see you in the next one.